Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of Three Rivers, it's one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Hits inside, it's Turner. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Using his legs, it's Turner. Taken down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Keeps it himself. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
The run inside. It's Turner. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Long way to go on second down. Right back to it. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Third and long coming up. Finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. No score on the board yet as this offense has owned the ball in the first quarter. Pitt will have to boot this one away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Tar Heels offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Onto the field comes Billy Edwards. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense in a bunch formation. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Edwards. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Catches it at the 15. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception!
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Edwards. Looking for a big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Between the hashes, it's Robinson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. Comes down, it's Hicks. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of that one.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off and he was throwing that puppy away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. North Carolina will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give on the counter. Turns it on in midfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Drives inside. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they're putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moves the pocket. It's Edwards. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Number 92, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff again. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dudes.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Goes high to pull it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Out wide left, it's Robinson.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Fresh set of downs going up top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Edwards. Finds his back in the middle. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Right at the line. He stopped, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.